who's doing something unbelievable and a character at that on a major issue, well, we'd like to bring him on to talk about that. All right, so Dan, what the heck are you doing here? The Philly Captain is our guest. Where are you going with this?
So this is a guy I've been following for a long time, Dom. Philly Captain has been viral multiple times in the internet world here in Philadelphia. Recently, the guy has been doing incredible work on YouTube, Philly Captain on YouTube. He goes, I don't know, we'll find out from him here in a second. John is his name, John McCann. I don't know if he rides his bike or what he does, but he kind of takes trips through Kensington, live broadcasts on YouTube. It's been getting a lot of hype. And recently, if you were watching Krasnerland last week, you saw an absolutely incredible video just after during the Made in America concert. John was happened to be downtown in the Fashion District when he caught a moment of a police chase that went viral. Fox picked it up, NBC, a bunch of local news picked it up. It was just a fascinating video of a police officer chasing down a kid who just fired into the air. That's what happened. He just...
As far as I know, and it's like a 14, 15-year-old kid who should have been able to outrun a couple of cops who were in their 40s and one was in his 50s, I think.
Yeah, but John's been going viral here in Philadelphia for a while. I mean, last year he went on NBC 10 and actually gave an interview because I think this was sarcasm. I got to imagine. I don't see this guy being a huge Flo Rida fan, but this is what he had to say.
That I met in the crowd.
I may have just found Flo Rida's biggest fan. Tell me your name, where you're from.
My name's John. I'm from Bridesburg. I've been waiting for a Flo Rida concert this entire pandemic. I knew the pandemic would be over when Flo Rida took the stage. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Hit like and subscribe. Flo Rida's coming. Yeah.
Didn't know about this backstory. All right, who signed off on all this? But all right, let's go to Philly Captain here on Talk Radio 1210. Philly Captain, John, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Dom Giordano. I go back to WWDB, Irv Homer, Susan Bray, and Dom G. Oh, my God. What an honor it is to be on your show.
Well, thank you very much. I'm no Flo Rida, but it's a Dom Giordano show. So,
Tom, can I clear up one thing?
Yes.
I am 100% a Flo Rida fan. I love Flo Rida. As a matter of fact, I've become friends with Flo Rida, and when he comes around in the area, I sing on stage with him. I just performed with him in Baltimore. It's not I just love Flo Rida.
Well, look, we'd love to have Flo Rida on the show. We're always trying to add and stretch a little bit. But, Philly Captain, how in the world does one person... what were you doing, or what's your mission, these crime scenes, and particularly this chase? This is a masterpiece of what you put out because it just shows what cops can... I'm amazed that those... I don't know about you, those two cops were able to keep up with that kid and get him off the street.
Listen, let's be honest. Those guys were a little chubby, right?
Yes.
I couldn't keep up with that kid. I was on a scooter. I ride a scooter when I make my videos. I was surprised they kept up with the kid, to tell you the truth. But they did. And I'll tell you what, everyone in my comments was like really shocked at the guy in the white shirt because, he's a big shot cop.
Yes.
And the fact that he was in shape and he was good. I think he's the one who caught the kid, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, he's got to be a captain or above, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so the fact that the white shirt can run fast and still keep up with the kid, that's really, really impressive.
Now, you've done a lot in Kensington. Describe to our listeners. I don't know how you go through it. It's risking life and limb. I did the needle exchange twice, Philly Captain, over front in Tusculum. Mm-hmm. I couldn't go home and wash long enough after that. It is just, it's like descending into hell.
When I was a little kid, I was born in Kensington. I lived in Kensington up till I was like 3, and then I moved to Port Richmond. I went to school in Kensington, so Kensington's kind of like my home. And I just been documenting. I go around all over the city, but Kensington I go like to once or twice a week just to document the changes. Just to show everybody what's going on, because they do some crazy things in Kensington that make absolutely no sense. Drug addicts everywhere. People are shooting up in front of kids. People are selling drugs in front of kids. Conwell Middle Magnet School is on Clearfield Street. There is a homeless encampment 50 yards from that school, and it's always there. And matter of fact, 2 weeks before that, there was a shooting in the schoolyard. I think it was Elkin School. There was a shooting. So it's pure chaos. And
what's your point in doing this? Well, what motivates Philly Captain to do this?
I want to hold people accountable. All right. So Maria Sanchez is running for mayor, right? Mm-hmm. I will not let her win mayor. She cannot be mayor of Philadelphia because she runs Kensington. So whoever runs against Maria Sanchez, if they want to use any of my footage, they're more than welcome to use it as long as they want to defeat her. So I talk to a lot of politicians. I want them to use my content. I want to hold people accountable. I want kids from Kensington Ave. I want kids from Conwell Middle Magnet School to be able to walk 3 blocks to the L and not see one person passed out, nodding out, shooting up, selling drugs. I just want 3 blocks cleared in Kensington. And the only way we could do that is... let me ask you. Now, you're actually documenting this. This is like a Dickens type of stuff that you do that's with modern accoutrements. What do you think? Why is it allowed there? You know, there are many bad spots in Philadelphia, but front in Tusculum, if they still do the needle exchange here, when I was there, it was like I wasn't in America. I mean, it was remarkable, even for the stuff I've seen. Why Kensington? But what is it that allows it there? All right. So I talked to some politicians, and then what the politicians call that section of the city, they call it the Kensington corridor, and it's about 8 blocks where they allow nonsense and tomfoolery to happen. Like there's no law in those little sections, because I think, this is just my opinion, I think if you have everybody contained in one spot, it's easier to control. And I really think that's the issue.
You know what it's like? I don't know if you're a fan of The Wire, when they decided to say you can do anything you want in these contained areas, then the other areas weren't as bad. So,
right. They call it Amsterdam. Amsterdam, The Wire.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they just don't enforce laws. I've interviewed police. I was there at a murder in December. I just missed a shoot. I've been almost shot like 6 times in the past year, just going around the city. Mm-hmm. There was a drug dealer who was shot right off of Kensington Ave. There were people nodding out all right next to where the crime scene happened. And I went up to 4 cops and I said, "Yo, we got these." Once somebody gets shot, there's 100 cops standing around looking for stuff, but some of them aren't doing anything. And I said, "Yo, we got these guys nodding out, shooting up right in front of you. Let's go get them."
Hey, while you're here, there's a bunch of people shooting up heroin right there. Let's get them. Let's get them. Why can't we get them? Why? The guy's right there shooting up heroin.
Go lock him up, because it's not illegal anymore.
And they said they can't do anything about it. It's not.
It's allowed.
But now here's my thing. Like I said, I was a kid in Kensington. If that stuff was going on in Rittenhouse Square, I don't think it would be allowed.
No, of course.
So my thing is, why? What are we doing to these kids in Kensington? I once saw a lady die from an overdose. And I was filming how everybody responded, and people. Luckily, the lady came back to life with Narcan, and I was filming it, and there were 2 kids just walked by this dead body. Now I know if I was a little kid and I saw a dead body, it would score me to this day. I would still be talking about it. But those kids didn't pay any mind to it.
Wow.
So I can't tell you what mental damage these kids. And it looks like nobody respects life down there. Like people are just killing people. And if everybody just treats everything like garbage, humans, if we treat each other like garbage, if we treat our neighborhood like garbage, it's just going to remain garbage.
Exactly right. So where do people find Philly Captain? Where do we see your work? If you're over 25, the Philly Captain on YouTube, and I don't just cover crime and stuff. I go to Phillies games, and I do all types of things. So if you're over 25, Philly Captain on YouTube. If you're under 25, I'm the Philly Captain on TikTok. Ah, okay.
And what I do on TikTok is I heckle baseball players, athletes. I chased Ben Simmons in March. I chased him. I told him he stinks. I yelled at the umpire, Angel Hernandez. He made a mistake. I told him he stinks, and I don't like him. It's a fun world I'm in. So
it's
check
like
me
renting
out.
a car.
Yes, exactly.
25 or older.
All right. So, Philly Captain, thank you so much. To be
Thanks,
continued.
John.
We admire your work, John. Thank you.
All right, Dom, thank you so much. What an honor. What an honor. Thank you so much, bud.
All right. Thank you. Philly Captain here.